Why Black Sherif feel in Afronation Miami? Let's take this. Black Sherif here, even on that, I don't know how to say, on that banner, wasn't a main star. Black Sherif on that banner was a new artist who is now going to sell himself to a new audience. Put this in mind. So with this, I believe that even his management didn't expect anything, and even himself didn't expect anything, because looking at the time frame that he performed was more earlier. And with this is the time that most people are now gathering themselves up for the show. This is something that is more like a warm-up thing, and this is just common everywhere. It's just that it's just unfortunate that this is our artist of the year on that show, but that also doesn't spoil anything of he being introduced to a new audience. People are calling him local champion, and yeah, it's true, he have not reached there yet. Although he can blow up maybe in the UK, most people will be performing, he will still be singing along his song. Recently he did a show and most people were singing along his song, but that doesn't mean that he is there yet. That doesn't mean that he is everywhere. And this show made it clear that Black Sherif is being introduced to a new audience. So those people saying Black Sherif have flopped, with me, he have not flopped, because I don't see that he was expecting much, and even the show organizers didn't expect anything from him. That's why they put him on the warm-up show. That's why they put him on a pre-show. So this is not the main event shows. If he headlined the show, if he's one of the artists that headlined the whole show, then I can say that Black Sherif have flopped. But most of these people bought the tickets without even thinking of Black Sherif. Maybe they may be few that bought the tickets with Black Sherif in my way, because maybe they may be Ghanaians that saw the banner somewhere and they feel like, I have to attend this show. But apart from that, most of this, I can say that 99% of these people never buy the ticket because of Black Sherif, because they are most big artists on that show. They are most artists that are headlined that show, and Black Sherif be on the pre-show doesn't make him a loser. This is him introducing himself into a new audience, and with me, there's nothing wrong with it. With me, they have seen him now, and maybe later on, if he perform under a show, maybe the next show, and there's most people here that saw him here, and on the next show they will be like, this artist I see him before. So with this, it will give him some memories. So with somehow there are some people who can start following him through the shows. That is how sometimes we discover our artists, most of our favorite artists, because maybe you can go to a show, you weren't expecting anything from all those underground artists. Then one underground artist can come up, he's just being fire. So you can stand there and just stand there quietly and listen to the song, because you have not heard from him anywhere. You have not listened to him anywhere. You have not, this is the first time you are hearing from this artist. So with this, it could be that most of these people were just standing still just to listen to this song. They were just standing still just to hear how this guy will perform. Just standing still to see more from this guy, and from there they can search him on any other platform and listen to him. And this is where Black Sherif wins, because he is achieving new audience. He's getting new audience, like where his song has never been played. This is him performing, and that I am on these stages. This is him performing on those places. So with anybody saying that Black Sherif have failed, it could be that maybe he have failed in this time, but what is the achievement here? The achievement here is that he's being introduced to a new audience, and that audience can become fans. This audience can become fans. So I don't see anything wrong with this. As I'm saying that, I don't really see anything wrong with it. And if you see something wrong with it, then I think that you have to check certain things up, because it's clear. Black Sherif here is clear that he was being introduced to a new audience, and this audience were just standing still. They were not jamming, they were not doing anything. But I believe that there were some kind of fans, or there's some kind of people that were listening to him carefully, and they will go to his social media and start to search his song, because they may like either one or two songs that he performed under that show. So with that being said, I think I've said everything. So with that being said, thank you for watching Sinless Productions.